story time on why I'm so mad. I had to hop on this real quick and tell you guys the story time on why I'm really upset, because the stalker that I had over a year ago is still stalking me to this day, and it has me very, very pressed because I just got a text message from the stalker. Get into the story. So long story short, I was casually dating this guy many months ago, and he was like way older than me. He was way older than me, but like I met him, and like at that time everybody's like, oh, date older, older is good, all that stuff. So I was dating older. So he was 35 at the time. Backstory, he's a psychotherapist, so like he's really into like mental health and all that stuff and how we are, but like the man was fucking crazy himself. But we were very, very casual, like very, very casual. Like we went on like one day, like it was really nice. He talked a lot about his business, I talked a lot about my business. It was everything was Gucci, everything was cool. He said that he wasn't like very much like a date person, like, and that was like scream red flags to me, but like at the time I was like, okay, I don't really care, like I'm living my life, period. He always wanted me to come over to his house, but I'm like, oh, I don't feel comfortable because I can know when you go over to somebody's house, like it stops being casual. And I'm going over because again I was like, I don't give a fuck. But we still kept that as very casual. Like we would drink margaritas on his balcony, all that stuff. Like he was really cool. He would always tell me like, oh, I can upgrade your business. Like I'll help you do anything you want. If you ever need an investor, like I'm pretty much always like, I can help you with that. Like I got you with that. Like I got you like full force. He's like, you know, you have to spend any money. So I'm like, okay, like this is a perfect opportunity. The reason we stopped talking is because, long story short, like he wanted me to come over this one time, and my car broke down, and I told him like, oh, my car broke down, but like your house if you want, can you Uber me? And he was like, what do you mean your car broke down? One thing about him, like he always thought I was lying, and I actually like maybe was lying sometimes, but I wasn't lying for the most part. Like anytime I told himself, but like he would always think I'm lying. So he'd be like, what do you mean your car broke down? I'm like, oh, like my car broke down, like it's not working. He'd be like, oh, but like didn't you just drop your friend home like last night? Like I screenshot the message that I texted him last night and be like, so like what do you mean your car's broken? I'm like, and I thought like stuff like that, like he used to do. I was like, that is so dumb because cars can break down like literally at any given moment, right? So I'm like, okay, like that's even invalid, that's dumb, you sound like a fucking idiot. But like regardless of the fact, I asked him, I'm like, oh, can you call me an Uber? And I had the audacity to say, don't ever ask me to do something that you can't do for yourself. I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you always tell me you're going to take care of my business, give me legal advice, make me to get a lawyer, and to get things patented, all that, Ray. When you're giving me this vibe, like, it's giving me, like, weirdo vibes. You understand? But the Dr. Idiot blood clot boy started honestly text me on different numbers, all this stuff. So he ended up texting me, he's like, oh, he knew I lived in, like, the West End, so he's like, oh, I'm in the West, like, is there any chance, like, I can come check you, like, we can talk? Thank the heavens, thank you Lord Jesus Christ. I never did tell them my address because something in my mind tell me if I'm not link with the boy. Something, me not really know what it was. Actually, me know. I'm an intuition. Something I'm not bad link with the boy. No, he literally took a picture of certain intersections and he's like, am I getting warmer or colder? Am I close to your house or not? When I started seeing that, I'm like, this nigga's a fucking weirdo. So I started getting creeped out. I'm like, oh my god, this nigga's actually weird. So I'm like, okay, let me actually like block his number. Like I've already been through a stalker situation. If you want to hear that stalker situation, let me know. I've already been through a stalker situation. I don't need to be in another one, right? You feel me? And then I get a text one day saying, hey, and I was like, hey, who's this? Or your favorite person ever, why don't you take me back or some shit like that? And again, to me, like apologies go a really long way. So I'm sure if I'm gonna apologize, like before I found out he was crazy, we could have been cool.
Okay, I'm gonna be continuing my series talking about things I went through as a D1 hooper in college, and what happened to me basically changed the entire safety of all arena sports there. Okay, let's get into it. So I transferred to North Florida last year, and I noticed that none of the locker rooms had passcodes on them, like the padlock thing you would do to get in. And I remember saying, like, what's going on here? Like, do we have access to keys going in and out? And they're like, no, only the coaches or the admin in the building have keys to make sure the door is unlocked or unlocked. That's a little backstory. Okay, so it's my first year here, and the gym is getting like $1 billion renovation. Like new courts, new suites, like everything facelift. And this was being done during the summer, and this was trying to be done before the winter season started. And the whole time, the construction crew was in the gym remodeling the whole facility. So during the day, we have lift every day, practice on the court every day, you know, thinking nothing of it. And like, it would go on during our whole practice. Like, so yeah, they were there. They were literally not that far away from us. And one day, I come into my locker after practice, and there's a note in there. And I read the note, and it was something like, hey, I think you're real gorgeous. You so pretty. I've been watching you from a distance. Here's my number. I'd love to take you out. And I'm thinking, what? So, of course, back then, me and my teammates were trying to play investigator and try to figure out who it is. And we're on the locker room, and I'm texting the number like, who is this? And they reply, and they're like, I'm a construction worker here. and I've been watching you practice and play all these days and weeks and stuff, and I just had to come and talk to you, had to ask you. And we're all like, what the hell? Like, this means he purposely studied our schedule about when we wouldn't be in the locker room when we were gone for a lift or practice or something, so he could sneak into the locker room and leave me the note. At this point, I'm not even thinking about the safety of me. I'm thinking about the safety of my teammates too. Like, what if he like stole their computers, or what if he like stole my clothes? Like, what if he just stole stuff, or like planted cameras in there? Like, this is really scary. So of course, you know, we're girls, we're good at investigating stuff. So we found his name and a picture of him, and then I told my coaches, and we had to get the police involved. So now the police are at practice every day, watching me, you know, my surroundings to make sure I'm safe, escorting me back to my house to make sure I'm good and like nothing happens to me. And it's scary because like I'm always looking over my shoulder because I don't know if he would pop up somewhere. So could he have ever heard like my class schedule and where I'm gonna be later today, or talking about back then I thought we were trying to do something good, you know, me and my teammates trying to investigate who it was, but in hindsight I should have never texted, because now he has access to my number and he's texting me and all this stuff, making threats and saying stuff like, you're the reason why I lost my job and da 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 da. Like you're the one who broke into a woman's locker room, not me. That's not on me, that's on you. And to make it clear, I'm not responding to any of these messages. So of course I blocked the number, and then he starts texting me off his mother's number. This man's so low, he has his mama phone texting me threats. Like, what? So of course the police know everything that's been going on, so security gets bumped up, and then we get the passcode padlocks into our locker room so nobody can do that again. Then they put it on the men's basketball locker room and the volleyball room as well. So now the doors can stay locked at all times. And so yeah, that's long story short about the construction worker that broke into our locker room. Yeah. So to all the other sports in the arena, you're welcome. I had to take one for the team to get the padlocks. They should have just did it the first time, but you know. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Ready with me while I tell you the story of how I was stalked for 5 years. So then it got to the point where I was just so sick and tired of it. So I went to school one day and I confronted him. I remember I was angry that morning. I was so mad. You actually showed up at my house. You knocked on my door. Like, this is next level crazy. Like, you're obsessed. Like, I screamed at him. I was telling him to leave me alone. Da da da. And he was just standing there looking at me like love struck. The teachers told me off. I'm the one that got told off, not him, my stalker. And that happened like every single day during high school. Like, he would follow me home, wait for me after school, message me on my socials, just spam text me. And then obviously now lockdown happened, so we finished school early. I'm low-key happy because I'm thinking this guy's never gonna see me again. And at that point as well, we had moved houses, so he obviously had no way of finding out where I lived. Wrong. This man found me. I don't know how he found me, but he found me. He found out where I lived. He would show up at my house. Sometimes he would just stand at the end of my street. Every time I came outside, like, I would see him just standing there like this. Can you imagine seeing someone standing at the end of your street just looking at you like that? It wasn't as bad as it was in school because obviously he didn't have the same access to me. Like, he would still some way, somehow find a way to contact me or reach out to me. I never, ever, ever replied, ever. And then lockdown lifts. I go to college. I went to college 30 minutes away from where I originally lived. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm never gonna see him, like, whatever. To get to my college, I had to get the bus, which was in the bus station. One day he saw me in the bus station in the morning, and I guess he put 2 and 2 together, and every single morning he would show up at the bus station, sit at my bus stop and watch me get on the bus. Like, even the times when I finished college and stuff, he would be at the bus station. There was no way he could find out what time I finished college because I finished college every day at a different time. I think maybe he either waited for me there the whole day or I don't know, but he was there anyways. Obviously at that point as well, he knew where I lived, so he would also follow me home. I go into second year of college and I get a boyfriend. And me, I'm a very much a my man type of girl. So everyone knew that I had a boyfriend. Everyone knew that was my man. And I would always be posting him on my socials, and obviously my stalker would see. And
And that's when he stopped stalking me, right? He didn't stop stalking me, but he stopped like following me home and stuff because my boyfriend would be coming home with me and shit. Honestly, for quite a while, he did stop stalking me until I got into uni. This is where it just gets crazy because at this point, it's been like 7 years. Obviously, I get into uni, I went to a whole different city. I went to a city that was like 2 hours away from where I lived and from where he lived. I'm still with my boyfriend at the time, and obviously during that whole time, he wasn't stalking me, he wasn't watching any of my socials. So now I get into second year of uni, and me and my boyfriend, we break up. I'm talking about present time now. This is happening right now. Out of nowhere, my stalker comes back. He's back. Guys, he is back. Now he's watching my videos, he's looking at my social media. He added me on Snapchat 5 times with 5 separate accounts. And obviously I know it's him because he's still going by the name Chris Brown. Obviously, I've not added him back because I don't want him to see anything that I'm doing. I don't want him to know what city I'm in. I don't want him to know anything. He's probably going to see this video. I don't know if he's going to know I'm talking about him because he's a bit crazy. I'm going to keep you guys updated if anything happens. But yeah, that's the story of how I've been stalked for 5 years and I'm still being stalked.
Jose, where's the story time? Do the story time. We need the story time. Story time now. I see your comments. I hear your comments. Let me tell you what happened. The other day I posted a video of me waking up and I got a random text message from a random number pretty much accusing me and my girlfriend doing stuff behind each other's backs. And it's actually really weird and it's really messed up and it's pretty sad that people at their grown age, at our grown age, are pulling stuff like this like we're in high school. It's sad, but I guess I gotta deal with it. I'm not gonna include screenshots because it has our personal information, it has our pictures and all that. So that's why I'm not gonna include it, but I'm pretty much gonna tell you the overall whole story. Before I start the story, I'm letting you guys know right now, this whole entire thing is weird, it's not right, and everything that this person said to me is completely and utter fake. I don't know what their motive is, I don't know what they're trying to get out of it, but there's nothing that they get out of it because everything that they're saying, even though it wasn't a lot, is 110% a lie, and we both know it's a lie. They pretty much just gave us a timeline when all these events transpired, and me and her both knew it's 100% fake. We're with our whole entire family every single day, all day. They're pretty much saying that this happened a month ago, and like you guys know, I recently quit my job over a month ago. We've both been with each other for literally over a month every single day. So you're literally lying. There's 2 things that I noticed when they texted me. In the beginning, they said that they got my number through my girlfriend's phone when I was away. So that could mean 2 things. Okay, when I was away, when I wasn't around. It could also mean when I was away, when I was recently on my New York trip. That kind of made my eyes open like, is this somebody that watches my videos? They're sending me pictures of my location saying that they were around my house. First of all, you're never around my house. I would have seen you. My mom would have seen you. We have security cameras anywhere. These people that are claiming this story, or this person that's claiming this story, thinks that they know our lives and they don't. My girlfriend does not take my car and go pick up anybody. She doesn't even drive like that. Like, I'm telling you, she does not drive. They're saying that they're claiming that Ubers are being bought. We're not buying no Ubers. There's no transactions. There's nothing. So these people think that they know our lives and they do not know us. They might know of us, but they don't know our deep personal lives. I basically ended the conversation just saying that you're lying. I don't believe anything that you're saying. Show me real proof. Show me photos. They were not showing me anything of the sort. What I feel like it is it's somebody that I know, obviously, because they have my personal phone number. This is the thing. If this was just a TikTok DM, an Instagram DM, I would have been fine with it. It would have been just a creep or a troll or whatever. But they have my personal phone number. And you guys know my girlfriend does not show her face on social media. She has social media. She does have Instagram. She posts her face on Instagram. She posts basically almost her whole life on Instagram. But it's not publicized like me. The fact that this person, one, got my phone number, is texting me these lies, finding out my girlfriend's Instagram and taking her photos. The timeline is false. The story is false. The screenshots are false. The whole thing is fake. The main thing is that this person has a motive and wanted to do something, either pin me and my girlfriend against each other or something of the sort. I don't know what it was. We obviously know that you're not telling the truth. We obviously know that you're lying, and we obviously know that you're weird as hell. It's very weird to be doing this in 2025 because you get nothing out of it. Nothing. When I tell you nothing, I mean nothing. Like I said, it really wasn't a big conversation that was had. They ended up deleting the number. I'm pretty sure it was like a fake text app number and they deleted it or something of the sort because I tried calling it and it said it was out of service. I'm pretty sure whoever did this is somebody that's tuned into my TikToks or somebody that knows me personally, which actually makes me a little bit worried because the fact that there's somebody in this world that has the audacity to take the time out of their day to do this, to put negativity into my life, is actually kind of weird. and it's kind of messed up. I see a lot of your comments saying that it's people that are miserable with their lives, and it's a very evil world, which is 110% true. I don't understand why people would do this. It's very creepy. It's very weird. I don't like that they have my personal phone number. I hope it doesn't happen again. I hope the person that did this just gives up and just sees that it's worth nothing and just continues with their life, because you trying to come at me and my family when it's all fake narrative, it's very high school weird. It's very, very, very weird. So to the person that has the audacity to take their time out their day to text me fake things and trying to get one up on me, it's not working. It's never gonna work. You're not gonna win. Like I said in my last video, get your bag up, get your life together, and do better, because you coming at me is not gonna do anything for you. So please, guys, take this video as an informative video. Don't be fucking weird. Mind your business, chase that bag, and live that mother life. All right, much love, y'all, bye. And one final thing that I left off, I saw a lot in the comments that it could possibly be my ex-Dunkin' manager. Truthfully, it could be anybody that I cross paths with. I wouldn't say less. That would be really, really, really weird if that was the case. I'm not the kind of person that has so many friends. Honestly, I have like a core group of friends that I've known my whole entire life that I know it's not them. My girlfriend doesn't really have any friends like that. We're really homebody people. It pretty much has to be somebody that I know personally that I cross paths with. They just know of her. I just wanted to clarify that right before I ended the video. It could possibly anybody that I worked with before. If it is, like I said, if anybody knows, if anybody has heard anything, people talking shit about me, let me know, okay? Other than that, we gonna keep running with this life. We gonna keep grinding. We gonna keep just being the best person that we could be.